Mental breakdown leads to almost being kidnapped. In November of 2020, I went through a hard time in my life. My relationships with my family had crumbled. I was struggling mentally as well as with a drug problem, and had been kicked out of my family's house and was living with my then boyfriend in a very bad part of an already bad city. For reference, you have a 1/100th chance of being a victim of a violent crime here, and I was in the projects area of the city. My ex and my relationship was extremely emotionally abusive, and it was not uncommon for me to leave the basement where he and I lived to go outside to the front yard to smoke a cigarette and calm down. When our good friend Dog was over the night of the incident to hang out with us, the ex and I got into it again. I announced I was going on a walk to cool off. Dog tried to tell me not to go, that this is not an area women walk alone at night, but I bolted and my ex told him not to bother following me. It was freezing that night, and I didn't plan to go far. I remember being so cold I dropped my cigarette and just walked up the street. The streets all connect and look very similar, and I was out of it from smoking weed right before, so I got turned around. I suddenly got a cold feeling like I was being watched. I texted my ex, telling him I was scared. He told me to just come home, but I was lost. Suddenly I hear a door open and hear a man yell, "Hey, come over here, beautiful." There was a man in a white tank top and black shorts standing on his porch looking at me. I ignored him and turned around to walk back. I hear him run down the stairs, and I turn around. He isn't saying anything, just following me and gradually getting quicker. I text my ex that I'm being followed. He says I'm being paranoid. I text Dog and he says he'll look for me. At this point I'm running. For reference, I was wearing a parka, yoga pants, and UGG boots, as well as a back brace. I had broken my spine weeks before. I was not going to outrun this man. Then I hear it. Egg roll. Egg roll, where are you? My ex had finally come out to look for me. He grabbed me, still looking behind me, and brought me downstairs. He looks at me and goes, "There was a man following you." He turned around when I came outside. It's been months since this incident, and I now live with my current partner in our own place, in a better town, fully sober and doing much better. Before I wrote this out, I decided to see if by chance the house the man came from had any offenders. I was chilled by the results. The man who chased me is an offender who was on local news for breaking into a woman's house and assaulting her at gunpoint. So creepy dude, let's not meet.